when I started making YouTube videos like this 4 years ago, you had to spend a lot of money to get anything that sounded halfway decent. These days though, like, I find myself multiple times being jealous about the options that are available for pretty much anybody out there, and there's some really good budget options. Fifine reached out to me. They make some budget microphones, and I've seen other reviews where people have talked about how they really like those microphones, and for the money, they're actually really good. And so they said, hey, we have this microphone that we want to send you to check out. This is the Ampligame AM8 microphone. It is both an USB and an XLR microphone, which a couple of years ago, you'd have to spend like $200 to get a microphone that did both of those things. And this is $55. And you get this on Amazon. It comes in black, white, and pink. This is the black option. We're going to unbox it and check it out. Eventually, we'll plug it into the computer and I'll record some things and we'll see how it sounds. But again, full disclosure, Fifine sent this microphone to me. They did not pay me for this. This is not sponsored, but let's check out what's in the box and let's check out how it sounds. All right, this is the box for the microphone. It's actually pretty easy to open. There's a spot right here where you just pull this up, and this is just kind of like one big hinge. So everything's just right here. There's a user manual, which user manual is actually really nice because if you're not super tech savvy, it'll help you out. But if you plug into the USB, it's plug and play. It comes up as a microphone on the computer and you can just use it. There's buttons and knobs and stuff on the microphone, so you don't really need any special software. But next here is the base. So this microphone has its own base. You screw the bracket of the microphone onto this and it's its own base. But if you don't want that, if you want to get a boom arm like this one, that same bracket will screw into this and it'll be set up just like this one. But if you're just starting out and you don't have a boom arm or you didn't realize that you needed something like this, or you might have wanted something like this, it comes with a base, so you don't have to worry about that right away. All right, we'll put this over to the side and open this up here. So this is the microphone. I wonder if there's a USB cable in this box. Okay, we'll take a look at that microphone in 1 second. So this does come with a USB cable. Let's see. Oh, it's cool. It's got an adapter. So yeah, so one end here. This is just a plain USB-C end. So this would plug into the back of the microphone. And then this end is also USB-C, but it has a USB-A adapter. So this is really nice to have. You can plug it into USB-C on your computer. If you don't have USB-C, but you have USB-A ports, which a lot of computers have. Most computers in the world have these. You can plug it right in and not have to worry about it. It's nice that it comes with the adapter because I know adapters are not expensive. You could spend like $5 on a USB-C to A adapter, but the fact that it comes in the box is just really nice. All right, we're gonna put these things to the side and check out the microphone itself. It's got this metal bracket so you can move it around a bunch of different angles here. You can screw the base onto this. And so it's just basically, righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go. Sometimes it's all perspective, sometimes it's a little bit backwards, but here we'll flip this thing around, and so you got your gain knob and your headphone audio knob. And actually on the bottom here you see there's an XLR port here, a USB-C port, and the headphone jack, which you can plug just regular headphones in. So standard 3.5mm headphone jack. You can hear yourself speaking into the microphone, so you have headphones plugged in. When you're speaking into it, you could hear it. You can set this as your output device as well, so that when you have audio from other sources, like a game you're playing or whatever, that gets filtered in and mixed together into your ears, so you can still hear yourself talking and still have headphones in your ears without having to try to speak without being able to hear yourself. It's always really awkward when you're trying to talk and you can't hear what you're saying. That's the microphone, right? So I will get this set up. We're going to start with plugging into a USB cable into the computer and hear what the audio sounds like there. And then I'm just going to basically take the XLR cable out of this microphone and plug it in and use the same settings on my XLR interface, and we'll hear how that sounds. And I'm not going to give this a full review, but you'll hear both audios and, hear for yourself whether or not you like the way this sounds. And if you like the way it sounds, maybe you get one. It's $55, but we'll test that audio in just a second. Hey, so it's been a few days since I've unboxed the microphone. I wanted to get around to doing some recording and some testing out the sounds to see how the microphone sounds. So I have the microphone right here. I have my headphones plugged into the headphone jack in the back of this, and this is plugged in via a USB cable to the computer. So right now you're still hearing the audio from my main microphone, but I'll switch it over to this microphone in just a second so you can hear that. I do have the bass on it, but it's something where you kind of want it pretty close to you, so I'm holding it up to my face. And so right now you should be hearing the audio from the microphone. And actually I have, since I said before, I had my headphones plugged into the headphone jack here so I can hear myself in it. And actually it sounds really good. I can hear myself very well in my own ears, which is something that you really need because you really want the audio to be good in your own ears so you can hear yourself back. And you can actually set the output sound, so like your speakers, instead of your speakers, you can set it to this microphone, and your audio from your games and all the other stuff will actually pass through the microphone to your headphones as well, and you can have that balance, so like it filters both the microphone sound and the game sound to your ears, so you could hear yourself speaking while you're playing your game, streaming online or whatever. And I hear myself pretty loud and clear in these headphones, which is really nice because I have the Elgato XLR dock from my Stream Deck Plus, and that has the same functionality, but I don't hear myself nearly as loud in that as I do in this, so this is actually really nice. But this is the audio from that, and you get the cool like RGB thing going on here. I don't know, there might be software or something that you can get to do other things with that RGB, but by default I think it just kind of cycles the color around. But yeah, this is how this microphone sounds over a USB connection. And I did hear back, I recorded a couple things on this and listened back to it, and I think it sounds pretty good. It's more than good enough over USB just to buy the microphone directly and plug it in and use it. When I plugged it into the USB port, it immediately picked it up as a microphone, and in OBS I just added a microphone, and you can go in the settings and change it like so that it's in every, that's a whole different video, but I set it as just a new audio input source, and it was just there. I picked it and set it to its own channel in OBS, and I just started talking and recording. So it's easy, you just plug it in, it's literally plug and play. You plug it in and it just works. And up on top here, as you can see a little green light, that is a mute button. And so when you press it, it turns red and it mutes you. And when you press it again, it turns green, so you know that people can hear you when you're speaking. So I'm gonna just talk a bunch of random stuff and then press it and you know, turn it, mute it and unmute it so that you could see how quickly and easily it mutes and unmutes. So I'm talking, and as I'm talking, I'm going to be muting it. So you got to press it right in the middle to get it to mute. But now is green now, so you can't hear me. And actually, it's pretty obviously different with the headphones in, because not only does it mute the microphone and the audio just doesn't go through the computer, I can't hear it in my headphones either. So when I mute it and I'm talking, oh, hold on. I can't hear it in my headphones. It sounds like I'm really muffled because I have headphones plugged into my ears. So you can tell when it's not actually on. It's with the light and with how it sounds. So it's going to be really obvious for you when you're muted or not muted. So that's really nice because I find that, you know, people who've been streaming for many years, they figure out that audio issues are like one of the biggest things you have. You have audio issues all the time, and something that some of my friends even will do when they're streaming is they'll accidentally be muted and not realize it, and people have to tell them, hey, you're muted. And so having some obvious cues that your microphone's muted is really nice to have. All right, and I'm gonna take this off of the base and connect it to the boom arm and connect it to the XLR interface, and we'll hear how it sounds through that, because it's a really nice option here with this microphone is that if you do want to upgrade to XLR, you can upgrade other stuff first, and then if you want to get a new microphone, you can, but this will plug into XLR and work. All right, and I've got the microphone connected to my microphone boom arm, and it's connected to the XLR interface over an XLR cable. This is what this microphone will sound like in that kind of configuration, which I did record a couple things and listen back to it, and I think it sounds pretty good. I think it sounds more than good enough for live streams or for YouTube videos or things like that. For the price, $55, I think that's a crazy price for something that sounds this good. The things you won't get, though, for the XLR connection, you don't get like the RGB and stuff. And I don't believe, if I can check, no, I don't believe that you can mute it through the mute button, because all that's powered over USB by the hardware in it. So you won't get those options. But if you have an XLR interface, or if you, so let's say you get this microphone and you have it over USB at first and you want to upgrade your XLR to an XLR system, you can use this microphone at first if you want to, and I don't think it's a bad option. I think that sounds really good. So that's a microphone. If you like how it sounds and you think it'd be a good addition to your setup, I'll have a link in the description below where you can get to it. It is an affiliate link, so I will get a kickback if you use it. But yeah, this is the microphone. If you want to see more videos like this one talking about hardware, like streamer hardware, and I don't know why my mic boom arm is creaking like that, but if you want to see more videos like this one, you can click on my face up here to subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.